I'd better start out by checking the Monokuma file. Jesus Christ, what is this music? Where did this come from? I need it to loud in my audio. I better start by checking the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. About as thick as a metal pipe. So it could just be a metal pipe. My body was covered... The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. There's only two people it could be. There's only two people who aren't here. Kyoko and MUKURO Ikusaba. The unidentified body. Could it really be Kyoko? Or... I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime. Back to the garden. Has been added. Monokuma file number 5. I should try advertising it as a gaming channel. Yeah, it used to just be an archive channel, but I've since changed it to a gaming channel, but I haven't updated the command. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. What if it was me? I think I fucking stabbed. Who else gets the knife? From my room. Who gets the knife from my room other than me? Kyoko and the luchador were the only ones in my room. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this... It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body, from front to back. That's a thin person. That must mean the knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife, it looks really familiar. Wait, is this... Yeah, we already established this. It's the knife the person was holding. What if they killed themselves? What if they committed Sudoku? I know it's seppuku. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Makoto is slow? Yeah. He's not the sharpest fucking knife in the esophagus. Whoever the person is behind the mask that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab the same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this mask person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in kind of a trance. Maybe I react by grabbing the knife. And maybe And if this is really Kyoko, then it would mean Kyoko is the one that attacked me? But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. Knife at the crime scene. Yeah, that's sus. What is this? Is this... I keep thinking this is like her underwear. This red piece of fragment. These look like fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but... I feel like I've seen this somewhere before. What is... the fuck is that? But where? It was there. I'll have to double check that later. What? Fragments near the dead body. It's not underwear. Could be underwear. Imagine. Huh, Byakuya, what do you have to say about this whole thing? Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. About what? What do you want to talk about?
In other words...
I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi?
In other words...
Correct. I'd love to hear where you went after the nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking me about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? This murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden this last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words,
So the murder could have only taken place at some point during nighttime after I left the garden. However, Tokohiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. That's a fucking one hell of an alibi. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's room to get them. And at that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all 4 of us have airtight alibis. That's what I like to hear. I like to, as long as Aoi makes it out, I'm good. Fuck my character. My character can be like, yeah, I murdered him. Not kill me, whatever. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
that's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well. But you never came to the door. So where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so... That's hardly an alibi. I caught the corona, dude! I know. So what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Yeah, that's kind of fucking bad. Also, the fact that the knife that they entrusted me with, that is implanted into the stomach of this corpse, yeah, that's also not looking hot. That's also not looking great. Hiro, what do you have to say? Mister, I'm in the garden. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and?
Serious?
Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7, as usual, as I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and then that's when she found the body. What time was it then? It was like 8:30. Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when I left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock. 8:30. When I was probably 9 on the dot now. Shit. That's right. It had to be right around 9 o'clock.
You know?
Now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we could say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. Who gives a fuck when the body was found? So the murder took place sometime between like 6:30 and midnight. Backwards. I went backwards. And midnight and 6. That's a pretty small job. Now there's the series of events. When the body was found. Aoi, what do you have to say for yourself? You're looking glowing. Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, you know, before it blew up? If I remember, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there's a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it is stained in blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground. Oh! How much blood there was on the body? I didn't see any on the ground around it. That's not a fucking corpse. That's not how blood works. That's not how physics work. You're fucking stabbed and bleeding out. You're gonna pool the floor. This is a setup. This isn't the body. This is fake. This is fake news.
Okay.
Wow, thanks. That's a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. While having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too. So thank you too. I don't think this is a body. I don't know what this is. Body before the explosion has been added. Sus. Sus. Weird. So who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. Fair enough. The shed. Let's see what's missing. Where's my pickaxe? Just to be sure, I should take a look at the tool shed. Ah, shit. Mondo's pickaxe is still here. This room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. A tarp. Wait, was this tarp here before? I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. Sus tarp. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime. But the underside, is totally clean and completely dry. One side of the tarp is wet and dirty. It was placed in the garden? Something about that bothers me, but why is the top clean? That doesn't make any sense. What? Was it used to clean? Is this a wet wipe? Mr. Clean's wet wipes? But like one side's dry, so you can like clean it with a wet side and then dry it with the other side. That's just clever. That's just clever design. That's one thing here that concerns me. The Mondo axe. There's something carved into the handle. Crazy diamond. It's the same thing that was written on the back of Mondo's coat. It's definitely intriguing, but now's not the time to worry. What else worries me? Did I say something else in here worries me? Did I? Was this a bag of weed? I really hope there aren't any clues inside the fertilizer. These flower pots have nothing to do with the case. Alright, I don't know what I'm gone about. What about the lawnmower? Alright, I think we're done here. The tool shed has proved useless. Listen, she's just wearing a tarp? What is this? Let's analyze the body. Let's see what's happening. If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. I think, despite the face and the chest being blown up, they still got the crotch area that they could look at. I know it's not fucking morally right. It's kind of weird. But if you gotta check, part of it is still intact. Maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Jesus fucking Christ. What is this? She got fake nails on? Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. These are fake nails. They're really long. There's a wolf on her fucking hand. It seems like they get in the way of normal activity. It could be a guy. A guy wearing like a woman's hand, like fake nails. It's so easy. If you put on fake nails, a guy could very easily like fake a woman's hand, you know? Fake nails have been added to the truth bullets. There's also something on the back of her right hand. It's a tattoo. It got burnt, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it looks like there's a picture of a dog or something. I've never really seen anything like it before. What the fuck is that? The dog. It's the white fang. It's a tattoo on the right hand. Boots. These boots were made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. Wet. Wait, what? The lower half of the body didn't get wet? Why would it be wet? It exploded. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it. Oh. Which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? No. It's a fucking... What is this? A tarp? This is a tarp. One of them is wet and dirty. The other half is dry. It's waterproof design. It's waterproof design. One side absorbs, one side propels. Or it pushes away. The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one little piece left. Very well. I can't even move the camera. The upper half of the body got set on fire in an explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. Yeah, that explains why it's wet. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since only I threw water that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. Why don't I check the bottom half? In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? That's exactly what someone would say if there was. Also, wasn't Kyoko's hair not black? I guess if I did, got set on fire. That's it. Step away from the dead body. Yeah. See, it was the knife. There was that. What about the chickens? Where's all the chickens? There were 5 chickens. I remember there were some chickens in the chicken coop. I count 4 chickens. The chicken evolved. The chicken evolved. It became a human. 4?
Yo.
What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here before? Of course, there were precisely 5. Yeah, right. What's wrong? There's 4 chickens. We're 1 short. Oh. That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared. I was down here just before nighttime last night, so there was definitely 5 chickens then. Ah, of course. The chicken. The chicken's the murder weapon. You think the knife's the murder weapon, but it was actually the chicken. What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world. Conspiracy. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hiro and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it possibly be related to one of the cases, or to the case? Should I ask Aoi about the chicken? Hey, Aoi, did you eat one of the chickens? Before the body exploded. Okay, she didn't eat the chickens. She has nothing to say about eating one of the chickens. Though she is culprit number 1. Sakura isn't here. She is culprit number 1 in terms of chicken ingestion. What the fuck? The sprinkler system! Ugh. The nozzle's poking out. Are those the sprinklers? Oh! I didn't notice this before. I got a coin. Nice-oo. The Monokuma flower, huh? Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Why would someone stab someone in front of this plant and then not feed them to the plant? Anyway, I don't think it's related to the case, so I think I'll just stay away. This killer's stupid. I think that's it. I don't think I've seen everything there is to see. What? No matter when, no matter where, the surveillance cameras absolutely everywhere. No matter how many cameras does this place have. Oh, wait, the intercom. The timer's gonna change. This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. It was set to turn on 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said that it positively couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then if the body was here before then, the sprinklers would have gotten it wet. Which would mean the murders must have taken place after 7:30? Everyone was in the fucking gym at 7:30. Even I was in the gym by 7:30. I met Aoi in the diner at 7:30. There's my alibi. Alibi set and done. I think it's very clearly like Kyoko and someone else. You know? Like, everyone who's alive is here. Kyoko's the only one who is not here. This is, like, the weird mystery. It's not even, like, who killed her. It's, like, this isn't even, like, we're all safe. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically, the fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. And I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true... It's weird. So weird. Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room...
It's all clear now.
Byakuya has it! I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity. Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. Oh, this is fucking perfect series of events. I don't have a choice. I'll have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. This is perfect. What a perfect accident. Hey, Byakuya, if you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later at the case trial. Oh no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect, after all. Yo, then come with me, bitch. Of course, if I go there with you, then that would be a different story. Then will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see.
Goodbye.
Depending on my mood, I'll have to go with you. I may have to go with you, or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay then, in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Dude, he's emotionally manipulating me. He's gaslighting me. Maybe I should check out that one area. What one area? What the fuck am I talking about? Leave the area? Yeah. Why am I being so vague all of a sudden? That one area. What one area? The fucking Mad Frankenstein lab? I don't think it's unlocked. Unless he means the control room. Shit, still locked. Oh, one area. The secret room Kyoko told me about? Oh wait, it probably will be marked on the map. It always is. What area? Is it marked on the map? The gym, of course. Is this what I was referring to? The gym, that one area, the gym. Holy fuck. Yo, who's not taking care? Who's not putting the balls on the rack? Yo, who's fucking shooting basketballs and playing volleyball and just leaving this shit all on the floor? What the fuck? Monokuma's laying dismantled on the floor, but I figured it would be here.
You know?
A bomb. I just thought of something. What was it?
Huh?
It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot. Right. Is the bomb gone? And that bomb went missing? There's no doubt about that. The fragment I found in the garden. Oh, that was from the bomb? Oh. Was it one of us? Okay, I've checked everything else I could think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. I should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. Well, I solved that mystery pretty quick. No, Sakura didn't manage to kill Monokuma. We dismantled Monokuma. He went AFK, and we dismantled him. Monokuma literally went AFK. You think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Ah, wait for me. Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. What was that sound? It was like, well, I heard footsteps while I wasn't walking. Hey, Byakuya. Well then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid it into the keyhole, and then, click, and it's open. Looks like it. Thanks. Very well. I'll go in first. Dude, why she got such a feminine blanket set? So this is Kyoko's room. Oh, the fucking Necronomicon, of course! What is it, 6? 9? 9. I can't tell if that's the opening or if that's just a box. There's something on the table. The wooden block. It's fucking thick as fuck. A wooden block decoration?
What?
What's that? What's the what purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers are at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly possible.
But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. There are lockers here, unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo? Oh. Kyoko was in the dojo. Kyoko was in the dojo. What else can I check? Really nothing. Was that it? I just came here to get a key? Here's her bed. I don't see anything interesting here, at least not as far as the case is concerned. Let me just sniff it a bit. Here's her bathroom. She might have certain articles hanging out to dry. I better not look inside. What am I, pussy? I care about the sanctity of her clothes. Hey, I think it would be wise to look around a bit more. What the fuck do you mean look around a bit more? I've found everything there is to find. Camera? Is it on? No matter when, no matter where, surveillance cameras every move. What? Have I not found everything? This is one of the monitors. Monokuma appears. Seems pretty useless when he's not on it. Actually, no. It's totally useless no matter what. Yeah, no, it's useless. Alright, what? Byakuya.
What?
Oh, you want to come here, right? So what it is that you're looking for? Nothing in particular. I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
On.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take out of my search to come here? Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete. Gotta love having a raise. No problem. Gotta support my favorite streamer. Thanks, dude. Also, congrats on the raise. That's always nice. That's always nice, fucking, when you start getting paid more. Oh, I know. Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. What is it?
True.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it. Only open it if something ever happens to me. Well, I think something happened to her, so let's fucking open it. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened to her, I should open it. Well, something has certainly happened, so open it. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside a single piece of paper. Under the sheets. A freak in the sheets. Was it? A freak in the sheets.
What?
That's all there was in there. Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets, what could it be? Oh, please be what I think it is. Well, could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What is this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class 78 student registry. Class 78? How many fucking classes have there been? Mukuro Ikusaba. Sex. Yes.
See.
It appears to be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, it looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room along with the key. Does Byakuya know that? God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and blank. That's it. This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Oh. Mukuro Ikusaba. Sex. Female. The ultimate That's not what they said. The ultimate soldier. Why did Kyoko lie? The ultimate... Is Kyoko the ultimate despair? Why did Kyoko say she was the ultimate despair? The ultimate soldier? Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. What the fuck? That's the most backstory this game has ever fucking gotten on a character. What the fuck? Mukuro's profile has been added. Yo, Torrencraft, thank you for the follow. You don't remember Mukuro? Mukuro got introduced the end or beginning of last chapter. New character. She was a secret student that got revealed. The Ultimate Soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in is like a completely different dimension. It's like one's nonfiction and the other's sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That's how I saw things, as just an ordinary person, but then...
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Ah, shit, what do you know? What, do you recognize it? The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers, but they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I lived in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard that says Fenrir has already...
Found it!
Whoa, feels like our hero's becoming a bit of a player, and a bit of a player... and a bit player becoming our hero. It's you.
What?
Huh? What you got in your petty little hand there? You found her profile? So what if we did? Don't freak out on me. I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? Oh. Who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Ogami. Was that Sakura's last name? Sakura Ogami? Wait, did she really break the door? Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivores, you know. Oh, she did break the door.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well? Oh shit, we could flip the rules on him.
Of course!
Absolutely, I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is. Now can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting? It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in the killing game. One of us is the mastermind? I don't think I ever told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got here in the main hallway back then, there were 15 people there, right? I think the first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding? Are you saying?
in other words...
That's right, there weren't actually 15 of you.
Indeed.
The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. Then...
MUKURO IKUSABA,
Oh, that's not what I was thinking. I'll tell you what I was thinking. Hold on.
the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
I was thinking, I thought he was about to fucking blow my mind. I thought he was about to say that there wasn't like 15 of you. There were actually 30 of you. And like there were like 15 other students on like the top floor also within this killing game. And like that whole fucking classroom murder was like the aftermath. I thought he was about to say that. I would have fucking blown my goddamn mind.
Despair.
One, it's not the ultimate despair. Why do you say it's the ultimate
out for
despair? Why are you lying to me? Why does she keep lying to me? Yo, thank you for the follow. Hello, how are you, streamer? I'm doing good. The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. She's part of this school life. So the one making all of the regulations is...
Why?
Why?
Huh?
Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because, like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular, so you wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we've gotten so many viewers now, I want to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed.
Makes sense.
Well now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kiragiri. Kiragiri? Yo, Sprout, thank you for the follow as well. Hope your day's been going good. So I'm gonna share a little secret with you. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in and day out all the time? Oh, Kyoko Kiragiri. Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover up a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. Are they fucking wrist slits? What? Okay, now that's all you get. So... Kyoko wears the gloves to cover up a bunch of scars. Were there scars on the hand? Wait, so on the back of her hand. The tattoo, that's not a bunch of scars. That's a dog. Isn't a Fenrir a dog? Did Kyoko fucking kill this person? Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said that they were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves to hide the scars. Which means I've learned that Fenrir is a dog from this Tales series. Fenrir is like a fucking animal you fight. It's like a dog. Those fake nails on the corpse. This Mukuro? How does Mukuro die to Kyoko? That doesn't make sense. Why was there a bomb placed on her face as well? You're thinking about Kyoko again. Huh? Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said that there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student
right.
here. Obviously, Monokuma is trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules to this game. I don't know if I believe that, but why would he tell us that, and why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro's related to the case?
Certainly possible.
Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. Why are we still on this case that it's Kyoko? We're fucking dumb. What? That would explain why we would have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and killed someone, that would make her part of the school's killing game. Mukuro's the killer? She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? God, Byakuya, you're also dull. In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began. But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
In other words,
Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense, then, to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap? They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion? That's what makes sense to me. I feel like either Byakuya or Toko is behind everything. The way you... Or Kyoko. The way you said it, it's definitely possible. It definitely does seem possible, but if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places that in need of our investigation. I should find out if that key to the dojo really are connected. Well, are you coming? Weird. It was locker 6. Huh. My goodness. There are wooden lockers here. They use wood block keys, just like the ones at the super traditional public bathhouses. It looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, did you see the locker furthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found in the locker, right? Well, just try it. Okay. I took out the wood block key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock, and click. The locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. These are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows. There's a fucking picture on the ground. 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made out of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Does that mean something to me? Oh, there's something else inside the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what that was used for. A wadded up ball of duct tape. That does not. This looks like a picture. Is that a blood stain? Why is this in the locker? If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow? But how could it possibly be involved? Bloody duct tape. I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Duct tape. Well, clearly Kyoko stabbed whoever this was. Got blood on herself. Put it in that locker. Put it under her bed. What? It's a weird series of events. Is something wrong?
Strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps... Byakuya? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. What's the next location? There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was a part of? But how were we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious we're in this school? Where in this school would you go to research something? The library. Talking about the archive? That's right. The archive has all kinds of infos on that general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. Dude, all this time in the library, and he didn't search up Fenrir in the library in this fucking archive. He just looked up Genocide Jack and then he left. I believe there's a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Byakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand and went straight to the shelf on the back. Oh, maybe he did read it. Here we go. He quickly returned with a file in hand. Oh, shit. Things are getting interesting now. Take a look at this. Yeah, there's the tattoo. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way through high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever. I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Oh. Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within the group, and they simply imploded.
What?
What is it? This all just sounds like kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality. The only reality. These people are part of our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So did anything jump out at you? This is maybe your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it, the report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from. The Wolf of Ragnarok. That's right, the Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. Simple. What? They get a tattoo of Fenrir? I've already pieced this together. Could that mean Mukuro Ikusaba has been her profile? I want to see what she looks like. These cases are getting shorter and shorter, I tell you what.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us, organisms, the earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway,
Fuck you,
it's time to
Monokuma.
begin the
Your
class
time.
trial.
Wait. It seems corny as fuck. If Mukuro Ikusaba was the 16th student, why wasn't she at the trials? Why isn't her picture at the fucking stands with everyone? That's so corny. That's cheating.
So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
Something's not right with Mukuro. I think Mukuro was like fucking dead before anything began. But that still doesn't make sense. It's like she never was part of the game. Because her picture would still be there. If she was the 16th student, surely her picture should have been there as well. Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial. It would seem that way. Let's go. It just doesn't make sense. It's so weird. It just doesn't make sense.